off the tape. Up front, they can manage the line of scrimmage. They got some perimeter players that can run around. We're going to have to put a good plan together and give us our guys the best chance to have some success.
Yeah.
But they're as good as we play for sure.
And you mentioned the run game against the Buffaloes. These guys give up about 65 yards a game on the ground, which is #1 in the country. Can you run on these guys? How do you run on these guys?
Well, we're trying to figure that out. We got a couple of weeks to get it figured out. I know this: we're at our best when we're balanced, and so we're going to try to find a way to get that done. At the end of the day, it's going to come down to scoring one more point than them, and we'll go in there swinging. I know that.
Yeah. How would you characterize just the atmosphere around the program right now, not just from these kids, but also kind of what you guys are seeing on the recruiting trail?
Oh, there's a ton of buzz. There's so much momentum, excitement going on. You can feel that in recruiting. You can feel it around town. You can feel it with our players. You know, it's been a special year so far, and hopefully this momentum continues forward for us.
I love it. John, great stuff, man.
Appreciate it.
Jonathan, can you talk a little bit about their front seven and what makes? I mean, they run that two-gap defense. I mean, who does that? And does anybody on the Pac-12 do that? Or when was the last time you saw that?
There's some similarities to what we've seen so far, but not in regards to really the talent they've got, the physicality they've got, and so that definitely shows up on tape when you watch them kind of early here.
Anybody you can compare them to, even in bits and pieces in the Pac-12? I mean, Chico said a little bit of Colorado. He sees in them. Is there any USC or Colorado in them?
I think
or
SC's in the ballpark. Yeah, I think Utah's in the ballpark. I think Colorado's in the ballpark. And so I don't think it's just something different than we've totally seen. We've seen bits and pieces of it, but maybe not to this level.
When was the last time you faced a two-gap defense?
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty rare though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think more and more people are doing it, and depending on what the call is and all of that. But
Obviously, a year ago,
how difficult is the balance between when you have this much time of trying to do too much and get outside of maybe what you're comfortable with or what you're good at? Is that a difficult balance when you have extra preparation?
There is some balance because you don't want to get too far away from what got you to this point. At the same time, you've got some time to be able to put in some wrinkles or do some things differently. So there is a balance there, and we're going to try to manage that as we put the plan together.
What have you learned about the way Coach Pearson likes